I'm seeing it. I'm still not believing.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most shocking character comebacks from our favorite television shows. Major spoilers ahead.
Anybody miss me?
Number 10. Lex Luther Smallville. After 7 seasons of portraying a more complex, morally gray version of Lex Luthor than we'd seen before, actor Michael Rosenbaum left Smallville. After a blowout between Lex and Clark Kent, the character disappeared and was assumed dead.
I love you like a brother, Clark. But it has to end this way.
We thought he was too, until he suddenly reappeared for the series finale. Through a bit of cloning, Lex is revived, although his memories are ultimately wiped. In a flash forward, we also learned that he is elected president. Yikes.
You're alive. It seems my father had a change of heart. And I got a second chance at life.
Fans were surprised, but happy to see Rosenbaum come back to the role. For his part, Rosenbaum said he made the return for fans of the show.
In an L&N top story, President-elect Luthor will be giving a speech this evening on his new economic recovery plan.
Number 9. Charlie Harper, 2.5 Men. Charlie Sheen was dropped from his sitcom 2.5 Men in March of 2011. Sheen's character, Charlie Harper, was subsequently killed off and replaced with a new character played by Ashton Kutcher.
It's not even mine, it's his.
His.
That's my dead brother.
Oh. I'm sorry I made you spill him.
But the series finale, titled Of Course He's Dead, got fans speculating as to whether Charlie Harper would return to our screens. Well, yes and no. As it turns out, Charlie wasn't dead. He was actually imprisoned by Rose in a dungeon for all those years.
Lovers run away because they're afraid of commitment. Anywho, I just thought I should tell you, in case he drops by and guts you all like fish.
In the finale, he escapes but is later killed by a literal falling piano. We never see Charlie from the front, and Sheen didn't actually come back to play him, but the whole thing is a pretty funny send-off.
Winning.
Number 8. Mona Vanderwal, Pretty Little Liars. Throughout its 7-year run, Pretty Little Liars was filled with twists and turns, including the fact that Allison De Laurentiis was alive the whole time.
Did you miss me?
But no return from the dead shocked us more than that of Mona Vanderwal. In season 5, Mona is apparently the victim of murder, but a few episodes later, the liars meet a very much alive Mona. Turns out, Mona was drugged and kidnapped by A and then held captive for months while everyone thought she was dead.
It wanted me to become Allison, so that's who I am when it's watching. It thinks it beat me, but I'm still here. I'm the one who's winning the game.
By this point, Mona had already been through a lot with the liars, and it made sense that this would be her final moment. We were shocked to see her back.
Old times, huh, Spencer? Remember when I rigged the election for you to win class president? Want to fill some of these out? I'll help you if you help me.
Number 7. Deline Cormier, Orphan Black. While Deline Cormier starts as a sort of adversary to Cosima and the rest of the clones, she ends up being a beloved character and love interest for Cosima.
Then I had a vision of you. I came back for you. Why did you tell me?
So when Delphine died at the end of season 3, we were devastated. While there were hints of Delphine's return throughout the run of season 4, her gunshot wound was so serious, we didn't dare hope. But at the end of the season, she shows up alive and well. Her reunion with Cosima is one of the sweetest in television history.
You found your cure. You can shoot me up like old times. I will.
Number 6. Cara Starbuck Thrace, Battlestar Galactica. Throughout the run of Battlestar Galactica, Cara Starbuck Thrace was one of the most intriguing and magnetic characters on the show. She struggles terribly during season 3, culminating in a moment when she dies in an explosion while chasing a Cylon raider.
Just let me go.
God damn it, Cara! You come back! Come back!
It's okay. Just let me go.
It's a devastating moment and one that seemed pretty definitive. It's hard to survive an explosion. But just a few episodes later, Starbuck miraculously reappeared as if nothing had happened.
I've been to Earth. I know where it is. And I'm gonna take us there.
The return was shocking at the time, but ultimately ties in well with the show's exploration of religion and destiny.
Nah, this fracking crazy. I saw your ship blow up.
Afraid not. Did you not hear me? I've been to Earth.
Number 5, John Locke, Lost. Is it really a resurrection if a guy who sometimes materializes as a cloud of black smoke takes over your body? We're going to say yes. In season 5, one of the main characters from the first episode, John Locke, is murdered by Ben. Ben stages the murder to look like John's own doing, and for a while, we're left to think that's it.
You know him?
Yeah. He's the man who killed me.
But when the Oceanic Six decide to return to the island, bringing Locke's corpse with them, he is miraculously resurrected.
I don't understand. If this is Locke, who's in there?
That's not even really the most surprising part. His body is being used as a cipher of sorts for the Man in Black, setting up the major conflict for the rest of the show.
Do you want to know what he was thinking while you choked the life out of him, Benjamin? What the last thought that ran through his head was? I don't understand.
Number 4, Fox Moulder, The X-Files. When David Duchovny left The X-Files, we weren't really sure if we would ever see him again. Duchovny's character, Agent Fox Moulder, was abducted by aliens at the end of season 7 and remains long gone for 14 episodes.
We will find him. I have to.
Even when he came back, it was in the form of a dead body. They had a funeral and everything. But in the episode Dead Alive, Moulder comes back for good.
It's so improbable. And I would have said impossible before this. The clinical fact he's alive, when effectively, this man, his tissue.
Duchovny really seemed adamant about leaving the show, so audiences were shocked at the sudden return. Whatever it took, we were happy to have Moulder and Scully teamed back up again.
Do you know? Do you have any idea what you've been through?
All that I see in your face.
Number 3, Michael Cordero, Jane the Virgin. Michael Cordero's death mid-season on Jane the Virgin is one of the most shocking television exits of all time.
And friends, I did say Michael would love Jane until his dying breath.
The only thing that beats it? His return from the dead. After he dies from complications due to a gunshot wound, we really thought that was the end of Michael and Jane forever. Then, just as Jane was really moving on with Raphael, we learned that Michael's death was orchestrated by Sin Rostro, and he's actually very much alive.
Michael?
Actually, I go by Jason now, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Jane.
What's worse, he has amnesia and doesn't even remember who Jane is. Straight out of a telenovela, right?
You don't remember me?
No, ma'am. Jane.
Number 2, Tony Almeida, 24. Throughout 24's run, Tony Almeida was one of the show's most beloved characters. As Jack's right-hand man, he could be counted on for everything. His death in season 5 was a real turning point for the show, and proof that no one was safe.
No. Hang on. She's gone.
But then, after giving us an entire season to get over Tony, he returned from the dead in season 7. What's more, he's back and actively working for a terrorist organization, turned by the man who faked his death.
We're really taking this all the way. You just need to do exactly what I tell you to do.
The whirlwind of emotion we felt at having Tony back only to realize he was one of the bad guys now cannot be replicated.
You want to explain to me how you're still alive? Didn't think so.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Buffy Summers, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You can't keep a good slayer down.
We brought you back. You're home now. Yeah.
Phil Coulson, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. In the Marvel Universe, no one ever really dies.
I died, and we said goodbye, and I came back.
Sarah Lance, Arrow. White Canary rises from the dead.
Sarah?
I'll give you some time to let it sink in.
Victoria Grayson, Revenge. Just when you thought you had seen the last of her.
Son of a bitch. You are alive.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Bobby Ewing, Dallas. Dallas is one of the most famous television shows of all time and is responsible for some of television history's craziest moments, including this one. At the end of season 8, Bobby Ewing is run down in a car by his sister-in-law Catherine and dies.
Be good to each other. Be a family.
The entirety of season 9 focuses on the aftermath of Bobby's death, in particular how it affects his ex-wife Pam. A season's worth of plot happens, but the first episode of season 10 wipes it all away. Pam wakes up to find Bobby in the shower.
Pam? Honey, what's the matter? You look like you just saw a ghost.
For a minute, I thought I did.
The last season was just all Pam's dream, and she and Bobby are together again. Frankly, wild behavior from these writers.
We're so Oh, I love you so much.
It's over. None of that happened.
If we missed any of your favorite shocking returns, let us know in the comments below.
I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.